What's going on, guys? Sandman here, and what you're watching is Facebook's Horizon Worlds gameplay, and you're looking right there at this Gotham. And if you know me, I want my gill, and I want it ASAP as soon as I see you guys. But let me not digress and let me actually get into it because I want to explain this. So right now, I'm trying to put a middle finger up. And I think that would be like one of the first things mostly everybody who joins VR will attempt to do. Try to put a middle finger up or make some sort of gesture to a friend if they're going to play. It just didn't allow me. Allow me to do thumbs up, in which case I used to basically like guillotine symbol. And look how fucking excited he is, too, on top of that. All right. So besides the point, let me point out a couple things. VR games are not done justice in videos. Whenever I record a VR game, it always looks shittier on a video than what it does when you're actually playing it. However, with this I had to record through a casting kind of setup, so there is no audio or anything like that. And besides that point, this game looks like trash regardless. And I say game because I know this is supposed to be the Metaverse. However, we're going to have to compare the Metaverse as a game to other competitors in its same genre for the most part. So this was one thing that I noticed. Everybody can hear each other in this world. That's not a surprising thing on large MMO kind of games and things like that. So that wasn't an issue. My main issue was that this was probably the highest ranked world in this VR universe here, or this VR game, and it was fucking trash. Now, what made it hilarious was, unfortunately, and you can't hear it, but there was like this guy. He was like hood as fuck. And you could tell he was hood as fuck because somebody was cooking, and then like somebody else was like screaming at their own kid in the background and shit. And he was just chilling. He had the headset on, all hell was like breaking loose around him, and he was just chilling. And then, it proved my point, or it proved my idea, rather, that this VR space is going to be there's going to be like issues with it, and one of them is that you're not going to avoid the type of people who play games, period. And what I mean by that is when you play online multiplayers, there are always going to be a select few stereotypes that you're going to encounter all of the time, and one of them is like the screaming 10-year-old. And that happened here while we were playing. This guy had been playing, obviously, since like round 1. I joined, I don't know, round 5 or something. The kid joined like even later than that. But the kid just started screaming, "Who's on the mic? Who's on the mic?" And I knew better, so I didn't say shit. But this guy did. And then the kid like just talked his fucking ear off, just started asking all sorts of weird fucking questions and shit. And eventually, the guy's just, you could tell he was losing patience on the mic. And then I think he snapped when he bought a gun or upgraded the gun, and then the kid started screaming at him, telling him that it was his gun and that he stole his gun. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I gotta fucking go, and I ended up leaving. But what I wanted to say was, I don't think Facebook has the right idea at all, in that they think that they've created a metaverse when it's already been in existence for a long fucking time. And I say that because I've used the VR aspect for, I want to say, over a year in the intros of the videos for like Doom Eternal. You're going to see it, you saw it last week with the Among Us gameplay. I've always used that. Now, like I said, I'm going to compare it the same way you would like another game. Now, if I'm comparing it, look at this. This is another, I pick up a weapon, I shoot zombies kind of thing. And now, while the guns look a little blocky, or that gun specifically looked a little blocky, the graphics look way better. The lighting looks way better. And this is the same. It's a VR, universe, or VR game that has multiple worlds in it, where all the worlds are different, kind of like how Horizon Worlds was trying to be. But I don't think that Facebook would be the organization to manage or to it wouldn't be where I'd want to be at in VR, because Facebook has a problem of dictating the content that they have on there. And I'm not saying that moderation is bad. I'm saying that there has to be a level of moderation. Being able to put up your middle finger, for instance, that's not a big deal. And stuff like that, and being able to interact with people. There should be, you know, once you start heavy fisting what you can and can't do, I think that's a big negative. Now, what you're looking right now is you can actually see the graphical difference between Horizon Worlds, and this is VRChat. And I've used VRChat for like a fucking solid year in chroma key worlds to do red screen, to do blue screen and green screen editing. That's how I've done all my VR mocap shit and shit like that. And look at the visor. You can actually see in the visor, you can see the reflections of the banister, the reflections of outside. Yeah, look, I turn and you can see the reflections of the inside. But more importantly, if you're going to play a VR, Metaverse technically, or whatever you want to call it, it needs to have it needs to have some sort of like substance to it. It needs to have a player base that's not just children or just old people, and it needs a level of freedom that you will not get from a company who restricts people's voices by fact checking them with opinions, and have, you know, it's gone to court and that's been proved and everything. So I wouldn't trust and while you see, you know, heathen shit like this, I just wouldn't trust Facebook with it. Does, you know, shit need to be moderated? Absolutely, that's everywhere. But it doesn't need to be as heavy-fisted as Facebook has already made it. With Facebook has like little shields where it's like, I'm not bullshitting, it's a safe space for people, and that's for people whose, vaginas hurt when you say the wrong words to them. Whereas this is just more open and more free, and that's what you'd want.
Oh, Doomslayer, what are you doing here? I was just listening to your music, just like literally like 5 minutes ago. The only thing they fear is you. What's up, bro?
I feel welcomed. Yeah.
Now you see, as long as you can have, as long as you could be lighthearted or not be butthurt 24/7, you're not gonna have a giant issue with shit like VRChat or almost any other game in the same genre that Facebook's Horizon World is trying to be in. And here you can see this is a little lighthearted, like, you know, look to it, but it's like a shooting game where everybody's, you know, attacking each other and things like that. But even this just is leagues above whatever Facebook is offering right now. And this game is old as fuck. VRChat is old as hell. Now, let me see. Just to get fucking Google. All right, let me see. How old is VRChat? VRChat was released in 2017. So it is like 5 years old, and it's way older than Horizon World. So just take a look at this and enjoy the rest of it.
What do you press to grab weapons? What do you press to grab weapons? Can you not hear me? Oh my god, I cannot feel doing all this.